Dear students, welcome back to the session. So today we are going to start a fresh chapter in business studies, which is principles of management. Yes. So even this chapter is also very important, the point of view of your examination. Okay. So here, what the things takes place? What are the management activities based on the principles they are speaking here? Let us see. A managerial principle is a broad and general guidelines for the decision making and behavior. See, they are saying very clear, if a particular organization has to run, okay, broadly in all the ways, okay, this principles becomes a guidelines, and also for the taking decisions in the organization behavior, it becomes most necessary. So principles are in need for the organization support. So they have given one example regards to that. While deciding about the promotions of any employee, if an organization is deciding the promotion of an employee, one manager may consider the seniority. Okay, one thing, the manager may consider the seniority, where other will follow the principle of merit. So two categories they are going to see here, like one is the seniority, another one is merit. So on what principle a person can be given the position as a promotion, as a promoted what is that position, okay, considering based on the seniority or based on the merit, they are going to speak here. So that is the point here in the management, they are going to decide this. We call it as principles what they follow. And management principles are not rigid as principle of pure science. And the pure science means what? It is based on the experimental exact results, isn't it? It requires. But here certain changes can take place. Why? Because man is not permanent, or the technology is not permanent, isn't it? It keeps changing. So because of that, lot of changes has to take place in the organizations. That is what they are saying here also. Okay, so creativity creates the demand of the situation, and human behavior and technology are not static, as I said you just now. Okay, so management principles are not rigid, they can keep changing. Okay, they can manipulate the things. Why? The reasons are human behavior always changes, it will not be same. Even the technology, it keeps changing, and that is the main reason the changes is needed in the principles of management. Okay, so for example, they have given video conference meeting. So today you people are learning the from the Zoom app, isn't it? What is this? Online coaching classes. So it is how the principles of management is taken place towards you and made you people to conversate, or made you people to adjust to the applications and learn the whatever the concepts are there. Same thing happens in video conference meetings also. If the main office is in Bangalore, okay, Infosys if you take, okay, and all the departments heads have the conference meeting at certain time, okay, on certain day, they will log in with their user ID and password, okay, and they will come with the Skype or video calling or whatever is there, with a big screen on one central organization center, and they are going to discuss the things, isn't it? Certain things takes place. So principle of management is necessary when and when there is a changes is there, they are going to implement the things. Okay, so continuation of this, we have the nature of principles of management. Yes, so this is the where we are coming to the exact picture. So these principles are guidelines to the actions. So what is the actions? Actions which the plans have been made by the top management, isn't it? Top management, they have made a plan, and this principle becomes the guidelines. Okay, so they denote the causes and effects of relationship also. What it will denote? These principles will denote us, okay, while functioning and in the functioning level of management. Which are the functioning level of management? As I said you, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, isn't it? So at this particular point of time where the relationship effectiveness creates, or where the effectiveness will not be there, certain things it becomes very difficult to handle. So in that case, these principles of management becomes the greater guidelines, okay, how they can make the relationship more stronger in the organization if they use certain plans, if they use certain organized way, okay, the plans taking place, and staffing also likewise, okay. And this principle also helps the managers to take decisions while performing the functions, isn't it? You have, as I said, you different managers in the organization have different roles, so they'll be having their own decision making activities. So however they want, they cannot make the decisions. There is a certain principle. Based on that principle, he is going to decide the activity of actions, okay. So that is the point. And these principles, which are principle of management, okay, these principles have been developed on the basis of observations and experiments. So it is nothing but art and science, both we can expect here, okay. Management is an art, management is a science, both. So experiments as well as the personal experience of the managers, so both happens here, personal experience and the, what is that, experiments, what they are going to plan out and do. So the principle of management is most essential in an organization to set up the goal and to formulate the goal into the form of actions. It is most necessary, okay. So continuation of that, we have the certain guidelines. What are that? Let us see. So yeah, there are certain points which summarizes the nature and principle of management. Usually in exam they will be asking, explain the define the principle of management, okay. They might ask like that, the first question, and continuation of that question it might be also explain the nature and principle of management, okay. You have nearly 7 or 8 points, I hope. In that we are going to discuss the 4 points now, okay. So what are the nature and principles of management? First one is universal applicability. Yes, the word itself says here universal applicability, means it is applicable for all the organizations, whether the organization is big, small, private sectors or government sectors, whatever the things are there. These principles of management which is being used by the organizations, used in the organizations, has to be applied for all the organizations. So let us see universal applicability means what. The principle of management are intended to apply to all types of organizations, okay. As I said you, though it is a business or a non-business, small business, large business, and public, which is called as in government also, government office also, and private sectors in any private institutions also use this, and even in the service sectors, okay, they will use this particular, what is that, principle of management, okay. They will use that. And however the spread of their applicability will vary with the nature of organizations. How does you call it as applicability? It is very clear. The spread of this applicability means how they are going to apply in their organizations. For example, if you take organization is very large, they need to apply for all the departments, okay. Principle of application has to be applied for all the departments. So based on that you have an example. Let us see, if an organizations there is a greater productivity, as I said you just now, if it is a big organization and production levels are very high and very big, okay, then the work should be divided into small tasks, which we call it as pieceworks, okay. Every single work is divided and given to, what is that, departments, different departments, And this piecework which is being divided and given as a part of task, okay, each employee should be trained to perform that specialized jobs. Which are jobs? Those jobs which is been assigned as a form of task in the form of what is that piecework. There specialized people should be there. For that, good staff they have to maintain, isn't it? So while staffing, they require this principle of management, isn't it? So here, that is what we are speaking here. This principle of management speaks with the specialized job activity of person taking a task and making it more effective. And this principle is applicable even in government office also. So you know, in the government office, a lot of ledgers will be there, a lot of diaries they have to maintain, a lot of transaction bills they have to maintain. Certain things, wherever the areas, functionalities are there, they have to follow the follow-ups. So that is where we call it as where the diaries and dispatches to the clerk happens, whose job is to receive and send the mails to whom? With other departments, okay, receive from other departments, okay, certain things will be done. So that is the main reason it is universally applicable for all the organizations, no matter it is government or private, okay. This is also applicable, continuation of that, this is also applicable to the limited companies, means small companies also, okay. So where you have the just departments like production, finance, marketing, research, and also other departments, etc. So you require this universal acceptability or applicability in every organizations. Second point, we have general guidelines. What are these general guidelines? This principle of management becomes a guidelines we have set just now. So even whatever you're planning or staffing, organizing, directing, whichever things you do in the point of organizations, it becomes a guidelines. Principle of management becomes a guidelines to do those planning, organizing and staffing. Okay, so let us see. Principle of guideline. Principles are guidelines to the actions, but do not provide the ready-made. Okay, they are not ready-made straight jacket, they says. What is straight jacket? It is nothing but your jerkins. Okay, when you use the jerkin, you just zip in and zip out and you use it, isn't it? Same thing, this becomes the guidelines. It is not a ready-made food that it is ready that you can use. No, you can use it as a guidelines and you can make the actions from that, isn't it? So that is point we can find the solutions. Okay, it is not a straight jacket solution. What? Principle of management is not a straight jacket solution, but it gives the guidelines to the planning and organizing and all the activities of the functions of management. Okay, and this is so because real business situations are very complex and dynamic and results in a many factors. You know very clearly, based on the organizations, the situation of the business changes. So if situation of business changes, you cannot give the straight jacket solutions for all the business, like this only it will happen, like that it will not happen. No, you cannot give that ready-made result. That is the main reason principle of management becomes the guidelines, whatever extent the situation it is of the business. Okay, however, the importance of principles cannot be underestimated, because even a small guidelines helps to solve the given problems. So you cannot underestimate. Why you cannot underestimate? Since that is not working, we cannot use it. No, we cannot say that. We don't know when this principle of management becomes more effective. Example, in dealing with the situations of conflict between two departments, okay, there is a complete what is the chances of fights takes place in departments. In that case, a manager may emphasize, or we call it as pressuring. Okay, manager will get a pressure and he gets a topmost priority of the overall goals of the organization. That means two departments are fighting. For two departments, what is the main intention? They have to produce the goods in an effective way. Okay, So that is the most important here. Instead of fighting, go with the guidelines, whatever the guidelines says. Okay, so that becomes the what is that resolving the situations and making them to work in the organization very effectively. Okay, so this is about the second point. Third point is, yeah, you have formed by the practice and experiments. Yes, formed by practice and experiments. Just we have seen now art and science. Okay, it is based on that only. It is nothing but doing some experimentations and based on the experience practices. Okay, see, the principle of management are formed by the experiences and collective wisdom, which is nothing but the knowledge or the whatever the education he has earned, okay, by the managers. So that means it becomes an asset. It is a collective experience and collective knowledge, okay, as well as the experimentation also. So this is what we speak about the practice and experimentations. Experimentations of whom? Of the managers. So managers, those who have experience, those who have collective knowledge, okay, they will be utilizing this principle of management very effectively. So example, it is a matter of common experience that discipline is indispensable is for the accomplishment of any purpose. See, that is most important. Discipline is most important to accomplish some goal. Okay, so on the other side, uh, in order to remedy, or in order to get some remedy the problem or any fatigue of workers, if workers are not able to work in a proper way, they have some ill health situations, okay, in a factory, and experiment in this particular what is the principle of management gives the efficiency how to manage the situation, okay, and to conduct most effective improvement in the physical conditions of a reduce the stress level of an employee. How? For example, making him to work less number of hours and getting him the highest profits, trying him to give the highest profit, okay, and giving some rest hours and some recreation hours for them. See how this becomes the guidelines. You cannot make an employee to work more than 5 hours continuously, okay, so you should give some break, give some entertainment. So likewise, making him to more effective, certain guidelines this principle of management will give. This becomes an asset, okay, for an organization. Fourth point, call it as flexible. Yes, the principle of management are not rigid. As I said you earlier, it is changes all the times. Because why? The human habits or human mentality will not be same at all period of time. The same point, technology will not also be same. So that is the main reason here principle of management is not rigid, which we have to follow, and absolutely this is flexible. Whenever you want, you can change, you can modify, okay, modify by whom? By the managers, okay, when the situation demands, whenever it is required, they are ready to modify the changes, okay, and they give the managers enough directions, discretions to do so. That means this particular principle of management gives the directions, they give the activity of knowledge to do the things. Example regards to that, degree of concentrations of authority, like in centralized and decentralized, okay, degree of concentration of authorities or its dispersal, or is dispersal, which is called as centralized. Centralized means same, decentralized means different branches, okay. Decentralization will depend upon the situation and circumstances of an enterprise. For example, you take RTO department or RTO office in the government, you require lot of decentralizations. You cannot centralize it and keep it, okay. In one single office you cannot do anything and everything. You have to make one upon the other buildings, and you have to make it decentralized. When that is a point is there, flexibility has to take place, okay. So individual principles are like different tools serves as a different purpose, and the manager has to decide which tool to use under that what circumstances. That means whenever the changes takes place, the tools has to be changed. For example, those days it was being used the ledger works, and these days they are using computers. Okay, those days there was a DL card, which means DL book was there, DL book. These days smart card you have, isn't it? Which means there is a changes is there, flexibility has to take place whenever the changes in the technology arises. So hence it is about flexible. So tomorrow we will see the fifth point. Thank you.